came out of Tofino early this morning. It was a great ride in for the most part, weather-wise anyway. I've got one bitchy complaint, and I don't know who it is that takes care of the highway between Port Alberni and Tofino, but whoever it is, they should be ashamed of themselves. That highway is absolutely atrocious. It's falling apart. Potholes and cracks and just awful. In some places, I'm not even sure it's safe for a guy to ride a motorcycle, if I'm really honest about it. And this is supposed to be a premier area that people go to. Anyway, that is enough of my gaslighting and bitching and moaning. We're back on the mainland, and we are headed north up through Whistler today. Riding the Sea to Sky Highway. This is the first time I've actually ridden on this highway. I'm told it's absolutely breathtaking. There were some pretty major upgrades to it a few years back, I guess, and so I think most of it is 4-lane highway, but I guess we'll see. So we're going to stop in Whistler. Even though I lived in Vancouver for a year, I've never been up this way. Today is going to be Christina's first ever motorcycle camping experience as well. She's done the glamping, she did the rustic GMC van at Toad Rock, and now we are actually going to sleep in the tent that we've already put 2,200 kilometers onto since we left the house. Well, so far this ride is absolutely incredible. Nothing but twists and turns, ocean view, mountains on the other side. I think this is going to be one hell of a day. I was told by a few people though to mind the speed on here. Apparently they've had trouble with people racing up here, whether it's sports bikes or supercars, things like that, and a lot of pretty serious collisions and fatalities. So I was told watch your speed and don't do anything stupid. Well, after a quick wardrobe change in Squamish, we were back on the road. It got hot all of a sudden. After leaving the coast, the temperature must have risen 10, maybe 15 degrees, and she's getting hot. Anyway, we found a brewery in Whistler we're going to stop at for lunch, so we're going to head there. Maybe do a little touristy stuff around Whistler, see what it has to offer, and then head on to the last leg of the trip for the day. Well, after a bit of a shit show of an experience at the High Mountain Brewing Company, we settled in at the All Seasons Grill, having some pizza and a beer. So let me tell you about the High Mountain Brewing Company. So first of all, we get into the parking lot and the parking machine, the ticket machine, isn't working, which forces us to download the app, use the app. Then I get to pay extra for the convenience fee and the privilege of using an app that I didn't want to download. Then there's no real signage on how to actually get into the brew house, even though there's a massive sign on the outside that says brew house parking. We finally find an elevator, go up, which basically brings us into the kitchen. So we go in, nobody says hi to us, nobody says boo. Go find a seat, sit down, and then some pompous little asshole kid comes over and says, "Oh, have you checked in with the server? Or have you checked in with the host?" I said, "No." He says, "Oh, well, you have to check in with the host." I said, "Well, we didn't see any, we're sitting here now." He says, "Oh, well, we have a rotation." Anyway, so we get up, go to find the host. Go to the front door where the host or hostess should be, and guess what? There's nobody there. So I said to the people in the kitchen, "Hey, where do I find the host here?" So points me over to the street. So finally we wander outside and go into the street, and there's the host there. At that point, I've had enough. I'm just done. So we walked up the street and found this place where we had people greet us at the door nicely. We had our server take care of us immediately. We got a great cold beer and a nice piece of pizza. And we're going to enjoy the meal, and then we're going to go for a little walk. right, let's get out of here. Well, that was Whistler, and I don't think I'll be back. I had enough, a bit of a shit show, but that's okay. We're back on the road. We got about 133 kilometers or so to our campsite. Google Maps is telling me it's going to take about 2 hours to get there. I'm a little surprised. There must be some real slow going twisties or something. I think we're mostly just going to hammer down. We're going to stop for fuel one more time, pick up some snacks for tonight, and then get into camp. Alright, well, got to the campsite. Christina is setting up the tent, and I'm going to do the most important job. I'm going to get snacks. Holy shit, look at this. That is quite the view. Now down the bumpy dirt road and back to camp. We have snacks. Well guys, I think that's going to about wrap it up for today. It has been a long day, but that's okay. It was good overall. Came into Fraser Cove campground here tonight. These guys are fantastic. I'll put the link to their website down below. The pictures on the site don't do it justice. It's an amazing view of the Fraser River. We're basically just gonna cook up a couple hot dogs and have a couple drinks, download the cards from the cameras for today, and go to bed. I think we got a long day tomorrow. We're heading into Kelowna, and we might be going to Golden. We'll see how Kelowna goes. We might just get a hotel there. We're not really sure yet, playing it by ear. So until next time, this is Whiskey and Rides.